Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner back at you for your Puffco Peak Pro Diamond Dab of the Day. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Today is Christmas Eve day. For all of you who celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to everyone, certainly. We're getting close to 20,000, everybody. You know what to do if you enjoyed today's video. Subscribe, tell your friends. Let's get to that 20,000 mark. It'd be very exciting, I think. And I want to thank you all. I enjoy every one of you. I really appreciate each and every one of you who view. Cheers, everybody. Let's get started. We all have a need for affection, don't we? Have you ever asked yourself why? The need for affection in human beings is really unique in the sense that we're a social species that require a certain degree of contact with other human beings. And although some can be perceived as loners, maintaining an ability to ignore relationships with others, there's still a sense of emptiness that exists when we're isolated from human interaction. Therefore, need for affection is carried across all kinds of geographical and cultural boundaries. Every country even has their own system of expressing various emotions. You see, affection is more than just an emotion. It's considered by many a requirement in a healthy relationship. It's the ebb and flow between two people, giving and receiving of just a little bit of contact and interaction at all times. Whether it's a hug, a kiss, or even a phone call, affection is the way we show others in our lives how important they are in our world. It can be easy to assume, though, that affection is a type of emotion, but what affection is and why we feel the need for it in relationships is it's like an emotion, it's a connection. It's a connection that has a varying level. You can have a need for affection with just about anyone or everything. It's amazing. From a family pet or from your grandparents. The need for affection towards friends, even romantic interest, is so unique because there are varying intensities depending on every specific relationship. It's like snowflakes. Now, in reality, emotion and affection are different. Emotion is something attributed internally, while affection is something you tend to give someone. You can fulfill someone's need for affection by purchasing a gift, going to see their favorite movie with them, take a walk. All that does on your part is show someone just how special and how much you care. See, emotion we experience like a reaction. Affection is something that can be stored and saved for later in different moments in our lives. You know, maybe a spiritual thing. It can be any action you want it to be. But why do we really need affection? Well, we seem to have a need for it, especially in romantic relationships. The need for affection because it makes us feel secure, makes us feel wanted by another individual. Think about it. Parents fulfill children's need for affection by helping them grow into adults, offering them advice, counter crisis, a roof over their head. Your spouse hopefully gives you a need for affection by showing you how much he or she needs you in their life. It's the glue that holds everybody together. 45 years for me and Mrs. Stoner. The need for affection solidifies your desire to know we're compatible with other human beings. Giving and receiving affection means understanding our own boundaries. It means understanding how far we're willing to go to put ourselves at risk for being hurt by others. But you know what? A lot of times we've had issues when we've been younger with lack of affection or poorly placed affection. So what we have to remember is that we can show affection in many different ways. There are universal demonstration capabilities. It's unbelievable. It's like the maximizing of any weapon system there would be if it was a weapon system, because it can do so many things. It could be a handshake or a hug. It can be a wave or it can be a kiss. It doesn't matter because it still makes that person feel special for that moment. Fulfilling somebody's need for affection can be as simple as touching their finger as you're walking up the stairs. A word of encouragement as they're running on a sports field. You see, affection is something that human beings have as part of their makeup, part of their character, part of their DNA, part of our DNA. So you have to understand the impact you have on the other person. I know we all want the affection, but only then, once you realize what the impact is, then you'll start to receive the benefits. Okay? It's always a give before you take with this type of situation. The moments we experience a connection with somebody, you've got to step. You've got to take the step. I was a wallflower too long. You got to step. And then I became a professional. You got to step. You got to step. You got to protect one another. You got to remember there's humility here, but there's devotion. Physical affection simply releases feel-good hormones. Okay? When you hug, why does it feel good? When you hold a hand, why does it feel good? It's called oxytocin. It reduces pain and it calms the human being down. Okay? It does other things too. But the effect, a positive one. Showing affection. From everything from predicting that you could have long-term relationships to lowering your blood pressure to appearing more trustworthy to others. You know what? It's going to make you healthier to give affection. And you'll receive affection. It's important. And I think it's important that we understand it. And I think it's important if we understand if we've had a problem, if we hadn't had enough of it, like me, be straight. You understand that's your problem. Okay? But you know what? So many other people are like that. It's not a problem anymore. It is a problem, but you're not alone. We are not alone. There are plenty of people who didn't have the proper affection as youngsters, who have wonderful lives like I do, like you do, many of us out there. Thanks for joining me, everybody, talking about affection. What it is, why we need it, why we give it, how important it is. And let's remember, as we go into the holiday season, let's be affectionate. Let's be thankful for what we do have and not be so critical for what we don't have. Cheers, everybody. Merry Christmas Eve, everybody. And again, you know what to do if you enjoyed the video. Cheers.